Hi students, welcome to DS Economics channel. Today we are going to discuss 2019 July Kerala State Eligibility Test Economics Previous Year question. This is your part 3. In this part we are going to discuss from question number 81 to 120. Those who come for the first time, please subscribe to this channel, and those who do not watch the previous videos of this series, you can watch in the playlist. I have given the link of the playlist in the description box so that you can watch all the previous year videos of Kerala set. So let's start today's video, July 2019 Kerala set paper. Today's first question, question number 81. According to the Marshall-Lerner condition, currency depreciation has no effect on a country's trade balance if the elasticity of demand for its export plus the elasticity of demand for imports equal to elasticity of demand for export and import is equal to 1 according to Marshall-Lerner condition, because according to Marshall-Lerner condition, for a currency depreciation to improve a country's trade balance, the sum of the price elasticity of demand for the exports and the price elasticity of demand for imports must be greater than 1. If the sum of the elasticity equals 1, then the trade balance remain unchanged. So therefore, when the sum of the elasticities equal to 1, currency depreciation has no effect on the trade balance. So option C is right here. Then question number 82. Government action to stabilize economic activity by stimulating it in a recession and reducing it in a inflationary boom is known as crowding out, zero budgeting, fine tuning, or controlled expansion. So it is called as fine tuning. When government action to stabilize economic activity by stimulating it in a recession, in recession time government stimulate and reducing it in an inflationary or boom period. So it is called as fine tuning. Option number C. Fine tuning means, fine tuning refers to government actions aimed at stabilizing economic activity by stimulating the economy during a recession and restating it during an inflationary boom. So it involves using fiscal and monetary policies to maintain economic stability and steady growth rate. So it is called as fine tuning. Then question number 83. The statistical relationship between unemployment rate and the growth rate of an economy is associated with Okun's law. So option B is right here. Okun's law means, Okun's law describes the relationship between unemployment and economic growth. Unemployment and economic growth. Relationship between unemployment and economic growth is called Okun's law. So it suggests that for every percentage point that the actual unemployment rate exceeds the natural rate, so a country gross domestic product will lower by a certain amount, usually around 2% of GDP. So this law shows the inverse relationship between the unemployment rate and the growth rate of an economy. It is called as Okun's law. Option B is right here. Then question number 84. In a chi-square test to a contingency table of 4 rows and 4 columns, the degree of freedom will be. So 4 rows and 4 columns in a chi-square test of a contingency table, 4 row and 4 column. So the degree of freedom would be, so degree of freedom is equal to, formula for degree of freedom is equal to row minus 1 into column minus 1. So row is equal to 4 minus 1 into column is also 4. So 4 minus 1, row minus 1 into column minus 1. So 4 minus 1 into 3 into 3. 3 into 3 is equal to 9. So here right option is 9, option A. Then question number 85. Multicollinearity is specific to sample estimate, population estimate, time series data, or pool data. Multicollinearity is specific to. So multicollinearity means what? Multicollinearity, it occurs when independent variables in a regression model are highly correlated with each other. it making it difficult to estimate their individual effects accurately. So first one is sample estimate. Sample estimate it is under multicollinearity. It is specific to sample estimate because multicollinearity affects the precision of coefficient estimate in sample data. So sample estimate, it's specific to sample estimate, multicollinearity. Then population estimate, no, it is specific to sample estimate, not population estimate, because population estimate are not typically affected by multicollinearity, as it is more of an issue when working with sample data. So it is related with sample estimate, not population estimate. Then time series data, it is specific to time series data, yes, because time series variables may exhibit collinearity over time due to trends or seasonal effect. So due to trends or seasonal effect, time series also multicollinearity also specific to time series data. Then pool data, it is also specific to pool data because since combining cross sectional and time series data, pool data means combining cross sectional and time series data, can lead to multicollinearity if variables are correlated across observation or over time. So we can include multicollinearity is specific to sample estimate, time series data and pool data. So 1, 3 and 4, 1, 3 and 4 in the option number D. So here right option is option D. Then question number 86, if each factor is paid equal to its marginal physical product, each factor is paid to its marginal physical product MPP, then the total value of the product must get exhausted. So total product get exhausted, it is called as autonomous behavior, Chamberlain, Euler's theorem, Ricardian theory. It is called as Euler's theorem. Option B, Euler's theorem, because Euler's theorem states that if each factor of production is paid according to its marginal product in a production function that exhibit constant return to scale, so the total value of the product will be exactly exhausted by the payments to the factor of production. So this principle supports the idea that the total output is fully distributed among the contributing factors like labor and capital when they are paid according to their marginal productivity. So option B is right here. Then question number 87, game in which the gains of one player are equal to the losses of other player, it is known as zero sum game, because it is if the gains of one player it is equal to the loss of other player, it is called as zero sum game. Then question number 88, in the case of underdeveloped countries, in underdeveloped countries Bequa's effect is spread effect is less than Bequa's, or Bequa's effect is greater than spread effect in underdeveloped countries. So option C is right here, because what is Bequa's and spread effect? If we take in case of underdeveloped countries, the Bequa's effect typically here exceed the spread effect. Here Bequa's effect is greater than spread effect. So the Bequa's effect refers to negative impact. In underdeveloped countries, Bequa's effect is more than spread effect, and Bequa's effect means it is the negative impact and spread means positive impact. So Bequa's effect means negative impact on the less developed regions due to economic growth in more developed regions, so such as resource drainage and capital outflow. So it create negative impact on the underdeveloped country. So in opposite, the spread effect on the other hand represent the positive spillover effect benefit that economic growth in one region can have on surrounding regions. So in underdeveloped countries, backward effect is greater than spread effect, or we can say spread effect is less than backward effect. So option C is right here. Then question number 89, which of the following growth model recognize that economic growth depends on the pattern of income distribution? Economic growth depends on the pattern of income distribution. It is called as Kaldor model, Lucas, Harrodomer or Romer. So it is called as Kaldor model, because Nicholas Kaldor's growth model it emphasizes the role of income distribution in determining economic growth? So Calder argued that economic growth is influenced by the distribution of income between capitalists who save a large portion of their income and workers who consume more of their incomes. So this distinction affects saving and investment, which in turn influence the rate of growth in the economy. So other models such as Lucas model, Harrod-Domar model, Romer model focus more on factors like human capital, technological change or capital accumulation, but do not primarily focus on income distribution. So here only Calder model is right. Then question number 90. Which of the following growth models suggests that instability problem of Harrod can be corrected by making capital and labor substitutable with each other? Capital and labor are substitute to each other. It is called as Domar, Sahoo, error, Lewis. It is called as Sahoo model. In Sahoo model, labor and capital are substitute, because the Sahoo growth model, also known as Sahoo-Swan model, address the instability problem in the Harrod-Domar model by introducing the concept of substitutability between capital and labor. So in the Harrod-Domar model, there is no flexibility between capital and labor, leading to instability in the growth rates of these factors are not perfectly aligned. The Sahoo model, on the other hand, allows for capital and labor to be substituted for each other, which helps the economy adjust to changes and achieve stable long-run growth. So this flexibility resolves the rigidity and instability found in the Harrod-Domar framework. So it is called as Sahoo model. Then question number 91. National Statistics Day of India is celebrated on June 1, June 5, June 29 or June 20. So National Statistics Day celebrated on June 29. June 29, because every year June 29 it is to mark the birth anniversary of the renowned statistician Professor P.C. Mahalanobis, Prashant Chandra Mahalanobis, to make the birth anniversary of P.C. Mahalanobis, who made significant contribution to the field of statistics and economics. So in his birthday we celebrate it as National Statistic Day. So whose birthday? P.C. Mahalanobis. P.C. Mahalanobis birthday, June 29. It is called as National Statistic Day. Then 92. The Tarapur Committee is related to. Tarapur Committee is related to capital account convertibility, current capital account convertibility. Tarapur Committee related with capital account. Option B, capital account convertibility, because Tarapur Committee, formerly known as the Committee of Capital Account Convertibility, was established in 1997. So it was chaired by S.S. Tarapur and was tasked with providing recommendation on how to achieve full capital account convertibility in India. So the committee's report outlined the steps and conditions necessary for India to move towards a more liberalized approach to international capital flows. So it is related with capital account convertibility. And then question number 93. The rate used to convert a stream of benefit and or cost into its present value. The rate used to convert a stream of benefit and cost into its present value, it is called as discount rate, dividend, intrinsic value or rate of interest. It is called as discount rate because the discount rate is used to convert a stream of future benefits and cost into their present value. So it reflects the time value of money, allowing for the comparison of cash flows occurring at different times. It is called as discount rate. Then question number 94. The term used to describe a change in the pattern of trade in response to the formation of customs union in which country begins to import from a less efficient supplier. It is called as trade diversion, trade creation, trade interfication or regional integration. It is called as trade diversion because here we import from a less efficient supplier. So trade diversion occurs when a country shifts its import from a more efficient supplier outside a country union to a less efficient supplier within the union due to preferential trade agreement. So this shift happens because the custom union member benefit from lower tariffs among themselves, and even if it results in less efficient trading pattern. So it create trade diversion. Then question number 95, when MPC is equal to 0.8, value of multiplier. So multiplier value is equal to K is equal to 1 by 1 minus MPC. This implies 1 by 1 minus 0.8. So 1 by 1 minus 0.8 is equal to 0.2. So 1 by 0.2 means, so we can write it 10 by 2. So it is equal to 5. So option B is right here. Then question number 96, in India the power of rural local self-government have been formalized under the 𝙁 amendment to the constitution. It is formalized under the 73rd amendment. So option A is right here, 73rd. Then 73 amendment. Then 97, yes, in 73 of the constitution, the power of the rural local self-government in India were formalized under the 73 amendment of the constitution, which was enacted in 1992. This amendment providing a constitutional status to the Panchayat Raj institution, empowering local self-government in rural areas. So option A is right here. Then question number 97, the profit-seeking monopolist operate at a level of output where price is equal to MC, MR is equal to MC, or MC is equal to SC, or all of this. So a profit-seeking monopolist operate at a level of output where MC is equal to MR. So option B is right here, because a profit-seeking monopolist maximize profit by operating at the level of output where MC is equal to MR. At this point, the cost of producing one more unit is exactly covered by the revenue it generates, so it leading to the highest possible profit when MC is equal to MR. Then 98, the EPICO movement was started in which of the following state of the Indian Union? Kerala, Madhya Pradesh, Gujarat, or Karnataka? So right option is Karnataka. EPICO movement was an environmental movement that started in the state of Karnataka. It was inspired by the CPET movement and aimed at protecting forest from commercial exploitation and promoting sustainable forest management practices. So it is called as EPICO movement. Then 99, moral hazard refers to illegal behavior of insurer induced by insurance policy? No. Illegal behavior of insurance companies to cheat its customer? No. Insurance induced behavior that makes the event insured more likely to occur? Yes, this is the right option. 99C. Moral hazard refers to the situation where the behavior of the insured party changes as a result of having insurance coverage. After insurance coverage, the behavior changes. So this can lead to the riskier behavior or reduce effort to prevent the insured event from occurring, because the costs are partially or fully borne by the insurer. So insurance induced behavior that make the event insured more likely to occur. So it is called as moral hazard. Then economics associated with shadow prices are first one is J. Timbergen, E.J. Minhas, H.B. Chenery, and K.S. Kretschmer. So Minhas and Chenery are related with shadow pricing, because Minhas and Chenery are well known for their work related to shadow pricing. Shadow pricing involves assigning a value to goods or services not typically traded in markets, it reflecting their true economic value. So Mission contributed to the understanding of shadow prices in the welfare economics, while Chenery worked on shadow pricing in the context of project evaluation and development economics. So option 2 and 3 are related with shadow pricing. So option C is right here. Then 101, there are some projects that appropriate more external economics than they create. So which Hirschman terms as convergent series, divergent series, induced investment or autonomous investment. So statement is there are some projects that appropriate more external economics than they create. So it is called as convergent and divergent. Induced and autonomous investment are other concept, so it is not related with this. So this related with convergent and divergent series. Only 1 and 2 are correct here. So option B, because Hirschman discuss convergent series and divergent series in the context of projects and their economic impact. Convergent means convergent series are projects that benefit from external economies more than they create, while divergent series are projects that have the opposite effects. So the term induced investment and autonomous investment do not specifically describe this concept in Hirschman framework. So these are not included, only convergent and divergent series are included in Hirschman concept. Then 102, which one of the following method is a surrogate market method for the valuation of an environmental good? So surrogate market method is related with defensive expenditure method, contingent valuation, choice experiment or hedonic price. It is related with hedonic price approach, because hedonic price method is a surrogate method, surrogate market method used to value environmental goods by analyzing how environmental factors influence market prices such as housing prices. So this method derives the value of an environmental attribute by examining variations in prices of goods that are affected by those attributes. And the defensive expenditure method and contingent valuation method are not surrogate market method. Instead, they use other approaches to estimate environmental values, and the choice experiment method is similar to contingent valuation but focus on preferences for specific attributes. So here right option is hedonic price method. Then 103, arrange the following districts of Kerala in the descending order of sex ratio based on the 2011 census. So here right option is option D. Just look. Then question number 104, statement 1 and 2, statement which are correct. Statement 1 is the life cycle hypothesis was developed by Albert Endo and Modigliani. This is right. Endo, Modigliani, Blomberg, they developed life cycle hypothesis. So this theory suggests that individuals plan their consumption and saving behavior over their lifetime, aiming to smooth consumption by saving during their working years and dis-saving during retirement. Then statement 2, the basic assumption of absolute income hypothesis is that current consumption expenditure is a function of current real income. This is also right according to Keynes. Keynes says that current consumption expenditure is a function of current real income. According to this hypothesis, individuals' consumption level are directly related with their current income level. So statement 1 and 2 both are correct. So option C is right here. Then 105, Small Industrial Development Bank of India, SIDBI, Small Industrial Development Bank of India, is a development financial institution in India, headquartered at New Delhi, Lucknow, Mumbai or Chennai. Its headquarter is at Lucknow. SIDBI headquarter is at Lucknow. Lucknow, that is under in the state of Uttar Pradesh. So it focuses on providing financial and developmental support to small scale industry in India. Then question number 106, if it rains, a taxi driver can earn 500 per day. If rain, then taxi driver earn 500, and if it is fair, means no rain, he can lose 50 rupees per day. So if the probability of rain is 0.30, then what is his expectation? So if rain, then he get 500. If the weather is fair, means there is no rain, then he lose 50 rupees. So the if probability of rain is 0.330, then what is his expectation? So here we have to find out the answer. First, to calculate the expected earning of the taxi driver, first we take if it rains. If it rains, then the driver earns how many rupees? 500. So if it is fair, then he lose 50. So the probability of rain is 0.30. So the probability of fair weather is, so probability of rain is 0.3. So probability of fair weather is, so probability of fair weather is equal to 1 minus 0.30. So 1 minus 0.30 is equal to 0.70. So it is the probability of fair weather. Probability of rain is 0.30. So probability of fair weather is equal to 1 minus 0.30 is equal to 0.70. So now the expected value or expectation is calculated first one is expected earning from rain. First we calculate from rain, then fair weather, then we deduct it. First expected earning from rain. First we calculate expected earning from rain. When rain, what is the expected earning? Expected earning is equal to 0.30 into 500, because here in rain probability is 0.30 and earning is 500. So 500 into 0.30 is equal to 150. Then expected earning from fair weather. Fair weather is equal to 0.70 into minus 50, because in the fair weather he lose raise 50. So 0.70 into minus 50 is equal to minus 35. So adding these two, so by adding these two, 150 plus minus 35 means 150 minus 35 is equal to 115. So what is his expectation? His expectation, when the probability of rain is 0.3, his expectation is raise 115. So it is in the option number A, 115. Then question number 107, if the total cost is equal to this, then marginal cost. So you have to just find out the value of marginal cost. Marginal cost is equal to derivative of total cost with respect to x. So dTc by dx is equal to, first 8x derivative is equal to 3 into 8 is equal to 24x square. First one is 24x square, then plus 3 to just 6 plus 6x minus 6x derivative is 6 and plus 3's derivative, it is constant, so its derivative is equal to 0. So right option is 24x square plus 6x minus 6. So 24x square plus 6x minus 6. C is the right option. Then 108, the refilled preference theory assumes single ordering, weak ordering, double ordering, strong ordering. Refilled preference theory assumes strong ordering because refilled preference theory, which means that consumers have a definite order of preferences and not indifferent between different combination of goods. So if consumer preferred A greater than B and B greater than C, then he also preferred A is greater than C. So it is called as strong ordering. So strong ordering means the consumer have a definite order of preferences and not indifferent between different combination of goods. Then 109, market demand curve is positively sloped in case of bandwagon, Veblen, snob, price effect. It is positive sloped in Veblen effect because Veblen effect refers to a situation where higher prices make a good more desirable because it is seen as a status symbol or luxury item. So when price rise, its demand also rises in case of luxury goods. So in this case, as the price increases, the quantity demand also increases because the goods exclusively or prestige drives demand, leading to a positively sloped demand curve. So option B is right here. Then 110, list 1, list 2, travel cost method, choice modeling, contingent valuation method, hedonic price method, given by whom? First one is travel cost method. Travel cost method given by 𝙁𝙍𝙀𝙀. Now travel cost method given by Wood and Thrice. Then choice modeling given by Jordan or Lovey. Then contingent valuation method given by 𝙁𝙍𝙀𝙀. Then hedonic price given by Rader and Henning. So A2, B1, C for D3, option D. And primary deficit is fiscal deficit minus interest payment. So primary deficit is equal to fiscal deficit minus interest payment. Then the service tax was introduced in India when service tax introduced in India in 1994. Then if monopolist offer a 10% discount to students for his product and charging others the market price, it is in the case of first degree, second degree, third degree or fourth degree price discrimination. So it is generally called as third degree price discrimination because there are two groups, one is student group and others group. So from student he charges a 10% discount and others normal price. Because in case of offering a 10% discount to students while charging the market price to others is an example of third degree price discrimination, where different prices are charged to different segment of the market, different price charged to the different segment. So there are mainly three types of price discrimination in the market we see: first, second and third. Fourth is not relevant here because there are mainly three types of price discrimination: first, second, third. First degree price discrimination, it is also called as perfect price discrimination because this occurs when a seller charges each consumer the maximum price they are willing to pay. We say an example, an auction where each bidder is willing to pay a different amount of the mean item and the price is set individually based on the each bidder's willingness to pay. Then second one is second degree price discrimination. It is called as non-linear pricing. First degree is perfect price discrimination. Second one is non-linear pricing. This occurs when a seller charges different prices based on the quantity purchased or the version of the product. So this price is not uniform and it is variously based on the amount of consumed or a type of product. Example, we can say bulk discount, where the unit's price decreases as quantity purchased increases, or different pricing tiers for premium versions of the product. Then third degree price discrimination. This occurs when a seller charges different prices to different groups of the consumers based on their characteristics or demographics, such as age, according to age, location, occupation, different price charges. Example, offering discount to students or discount to senior citizens, or charging higher prices for tickets at peak times compared to off season. So this is called as third degree price discrimination. So here option C is right. Then 1 for which of the statements are drawbacks of CPI, Consumer Price Index. So what are the drawbacks, or we can say the negative points of the CPI, Consumer Price Index? It is based on the wholesale price only. No, it is based on consumer price. It is not based on wholesale price, so it fails to reflect the true cost of living. No, this is incorrect. First one is incorrect because CPI is not based on wholesale price. It focuses on retail prices and the cost of a typical consumer's basket of goods and services. So option 1 is incorrect. This is not a drawback. Then second one is it fails to reflect the substitution of goods by typical consumers, so that it fails to reflect the real cost of living. Yes, this is a drawback of CPI because the CPI uses a fixed basket of goods and services, not accounting for changes in consumption patterns when prices change, which can lead to an overestimation of the cost of living. So this is a drawback. Then option 3, it is an index of typical goods and typical consumers, so that it fails to reflect the real cost of living. Yes, this is also a drawback because the CPI is based on a standard basket of goods and services that might not reflect the purchasing habits of all individuals or the diversity in consumer preferences. So this is also a drawback. Then option IV, it fails to reflect the changes in the quality of goods so that it fails to reflect the real cost of living. Yes, this is also a drawback because CPI doesn't fully adjust for changes in the quality of goods and services, which can lead to an inaccurate measure of the cost of living if the quality of products improves or deteriorates. So option 2, 3, 4 all are the drawbacks of CPI. 2, 3, 4. So option B is right here. Then 115, list 1, list 2. Indian Statistical Institute expenditure tax perform people's plan. So people's plan given by M.N. Roy. The first one is A3. Then expenditure tax given by first one is Indian Statistical Institute. Indian Statistical Institute given by P.C. Mahalanobis. Then expenditure tax given by Nicholas Caldor. And tax reform Raja J. Chelia committee. Then people's plan M.N. Roy. Indian Statistical Institute given by Mahalanobis. Expenditure tax Nicholas Caldor. Tax reform Raja Chelia. People's plan M.N. Roy. A3, B4, C2, D1. Option C. Then 116, India's rank according to the Human Development Report 2018. According to 2000, the number was 130. But according to recent data 2023-24, it is 134th position out of 193 countries, 134, and HDI value is 0.644. So this ranking reflects the country's performance in three sectors: health, education and income, which are the key dimension of human development. So according to UNDP 2023-24, HDI India's rank 134 out of 193 countries. On the global HDI, India's value is 0.644. Now according to 2023-24 data, position of HDI is 134th. Then 117, Maruti Suzuki, in its Pune plant, it was observed that the probability of a defective engine is 0.1. Assumes binomial distribution. What will be the mean and standard deviation for the distribution of defective engine in a total of 400? In a total of 400, what is the defective engine in a total of 400? So here we have to calculate the mean value. What is the mean value? To calculate the mean, here formula is equal to n into p. Here n total number is what? 400, and n is equal to 400, and p value is equal to means the probability value is equal to 0.1. So 400 into 0.1 is equal to 40. So here mean is equal to 40. Then we find out the value of standard deviation. Mean and standard deviation, we have to find the two value. Mean is equal to 40 and standard deviation is equal to, formula for standard deviation here is equal to n into p into 1 minus p whole root. N into p value is equal to 40 into 1 minus p. 1 minus p value is equal to 0.1. 1 minus 0.1. So it is equal to 40 into 1 minus 0.1 is equal to 0.9. 40 into 0.9 is equal to 36 root over of so root over of 36 value is equal to 6. 6 is the 36. So root over of 36 is equal to 6. So here mean value is equal to 40 and standard deviation value is equal to 6. So 40 and 6 respectively. So right option is option number A. Then question number 118. In the Harrod growth model, if the actual growth rate GA, actual growth rate, is less than the warranted growth rate, then the economy may experience. Here actual growth rate means GA is less than warranted growth rate, GW. When actual less than warranted, it create depression. So first one is inflation, no, it create depression or deflation. Then deficiency of demand, yes, it create deficiency of demand, overpopulation, and recession and depression. So 2, 3, 4 are right, because it create deficiency of demand, because when the actual growth rate is lower than the warranted growth rate, it indicates that the economy is not growing as fast as it should to maintain the full utilization of resources, so it leading to insufficient demand relative to potential output. Then it create overproduction. How? As the economy grows slower than warranted growth rate, so farms may produce more than needed, so resulting in overproduction. It create overproduction. Then recession and depression, it create when actual growth rate is less than warranted, then it create recession and depression. How? A sustained shortfall in growth can lead to a broader economic downturn, including recession or depression due to reduced demand and potential overproduction issues. So option 2, 3, 4 are right here. 2, 3, 4, option D. So here 118, option D is right. Then 119, a value of 1 in Gini index, Gini coefficient, varies from 0 to 1. 0 means perfect equality and 1 means perfect inequality. So low inequality, maximum inequality, yes. 1 means maximum inequality, 0 means there is no inequality. So 1 means Gini index value 1 is maximum inequality. Then today's last question, the non-accelerating inflation rate of unemployment, NAIRU, non-accelerating inflation rate of unemployment, it denotes what? It denotes the employment rate when inflation is 0 or the rate of unemployment when inflation is 0. Yes, it denotes the rate of unemployment when inflation is 0, because NAIRU is the specific level of unemployment that is evident in an economy that doesn't cause inflation to increase. So in other words, if unemployment is at the NAIRU level, inflation is constant. So inflation is constant or 0 at the NAIRU level or non-accelerated inflation rate of unemployment. So option B is right here. So this is all about for the today's session. I hope you get some knowledge from this video. If you like, please like the video and comment in the comment section. If you have any doubt, I will try to rectify the answer. And those who come for the first time, please subscribe to this channel. And those who do not watch the previous videos, you can watch the previous videos in a playlist. I have given the link of the playlist in the description box, so that you all watch the videos and get benefited. So in the next part, we are going to discuss 2019 1st January said. So thank you all. Jai Jagannath.